Good morning. I am going to basically do the same thing that I do on my Facebook page, the Rest and Relaxation page, Joy Coach Judy. Uh, they've told me even on my webinar, which is, or my website, I'm sorry, which is Joy Coach Judy. They said I should keep that name because it's catchy. So who knows? I don't know. I did it one time for a joke. But it is catchy, I guess. Anyway, I want to help people, and that's the main thing. Um, the other day, which I think was yesterday, for my stress and relaxation page, I did a different anointing and blessing, but this is kind of the same process. If we were together or we're online like we are now, if I did a private or a group session for real, I would do it on Zoom so the whole world wouldn't necessarily see it. But or we could even do it on Messenger, you know, one on one, or if it was two or three people, it would just depend. If it was a lot of people, we'd have to do it on Zoom. And I love doing this, and I think it's really helpful. It helps me. I've done meditating and stuff like that for a number of years, but still, you just can't get enough meditation, quiet, music, and with the joy coaching relaxation, we use all five senses. And you could come sort of like you would a massage, except that we don't take our clothes off. Your clothes off, all we take off our shoes and socks. But we touch 9 touch points. We use all five senses, and we do give an anointing and a blessing. And it doesn't matter what religion, because if you have some belief in a higher power of some sort, then that's fine. Um, if you don't, Karen, the founder of this program, Karen Grant, says she has helped people that were actually atheists. So, you just want to relax. If you have other issues you want to get into, we can help with dozens of things. And my niches are grief, relaxation, and addiction. And we can help with PTSD, you name it. We've got it. Childhood aches and pains, not blaming parents either. It's just that we perceive things the way we perceive them as a child. And sometimes we're really abused, and sometimes we misunderstand, but it doesn't matter. The pain is still there. So there's all kinds of things that we can help you, all kinds of issues we can help you with. But for today, and relaxation sessions is part of every session. Um, at some point, and usually some joy coaches do it at the beginning, but I do it at the end, because I think if you've decided you wanted to work on an issue, then at the end is a good time to relax. But if you're just relaxing, then you can do this for 45 minutes to an hour. If you want to do both, you might want to take an hour and a half. You don't have to, but you could. So today we're just going to do the relaxation, and we use all five senses. And if you would come here, or if you're at home, we would suggest you drink water or something. And at the end, if you're here, I give you a bite of chocolate. And I really am not in favor of sugar. I very rarely eat sugar. I have 2 small pieces of Dove each evening. And the doctor says there's no sugar shrinks my blood. So to have a little bit is one thing, but we're not endorsing tons of sugar. I'll go around and say, Judy insists on sugar, because I sure don't. But or you could have a piece of fruit in your own home, or whatever you would want. But and there's 9 touch points, although we wouldn't do that here. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's thyroid and heart, 5 and 6, and then wrist. That's 7. We're doing 7. There's also the belly button and the ankles and feet. I'm not going to expose my belly here in front of all of you, nor would I want you to do it either. So we're just going to I'm going to explain to you what we do before I have an appointment. Let's just say, like today, I have an appointment at 1:30. Well, this morning, then, in my prayer time, I pray for that person. And when that person gets here for joy coaching, we Ahead of time, I pray and meditate. Hopefully, they do too because they get more out of it. But if they don't, it's okay. And right before they come, I try to arrange my time so that I can pray and meditate just a short time for that person so that I'll be guided into how to help them the best. And then once they get here, we do what's called muscle testing to figure out which anointing and blessing to use. Now, when I'm doing something like this, I always just use the healer's touch, which is the first one, but there's 9 different modules. And then, and how we muscle test is sort of like this. You could stand up to do it, or you could say, okay, which song in here do we want to do? 1 out of 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 didn't move as much. So that's what I came up with earlier, too, for the group, whoever you are. So at any rate, um, you may or may not believe in muscle testing. And if you don't, I would just do it before you came. I would ask permission. And in fact, if you're here, I ask permission to muscle test for you. Um, and so we came up with 7, which is in here. Whoops. Should be pure love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. I wasn't looking down far enough. You see the book here? Now, this is all copyrighted, but I do have permission when I'm doing one-on-one that I can take a picture of whichever blessing would be especially for you, and I can send it to you. But it's not to be put out everywhere because it's all copyrighted material. But in the meantime, there's a song that would go with this also. But first, we would read, and I broke my glasses. So I'm having a struggle here. I'm going to turn on the light. Excuse me. Okay. This is Pure Love, and then there's a song Pure Love, and then there's 8 different oils that goes in this. If you were here by yourself, I might do them individually, depending on how much time we had. And that would take up about 8 songs. But today we're only going to do 1 song, and we're going to do, the blessing. I'm going to read it to you out loud. And bear with me because, again, I broke my glasses. I went to the doctor yesterday, but of course it takes 2 weeks to get them in. And so these are store-bought. As I breathe in the blessing and blend of pure love, I feel my heart opening to experience the divine love of my Creator. Pure love deepens my ability to love myself and others in beautiful ways. I allow, and this is about self-love also. The whole program is about self-love and loving others. I allow myself in this moment to experience the feeling of pure love that God has for me. This blessing and blend has a fresh, soft scent that is irresistible to soul. The blessing of pure love is calming to my emotions, gracefully transitioning lower vibrations of anger, frustration, resentment, grief, isolation, and grief into love, joy, and peace. It is a heartwarming blend, quieting feelings of unworthiness and transforming them into feelings of pure cherishing. Pure love brings self-memories of heaven to earth, filling my heart with a sense of divine love for myself. As I grow in love, honor, respect, and appreciation for myself, I am freed to love others, even as I love myself. I am romancing my very own soul through the gifts of song and scent now. And there's, like I said, 8 different oils, and the mixture is called Pure Love, just like the blessing is. And then there's going to be a song that Karen writes this material. It comes in like a funnel. I've known 2 other joy coaches that were there when she had to write. She can't, if she's moved to write, she's got to write. She gets on the laptop and she just pounds away. It comes. She doesn't have to work for it or stress or strain. It's just a gift. It's an amazing gift. It's something that I'm not meant to do, or I'd have that gift. It's just, there's only one person that can do this program, and that's Karen, as far as developing it. There, many of us can do sessions, and we can teach how to do sessions, but we can't rate the material because it's not our gift. So God bless her. At any rate, I put the 8 oils in a bottle, essential oils, and when the music comes on, I think I'm going to take this off once it starts. It's going to be just one song, and I'm going to just sort of meditate as I nurture myself. And let me see. Right down here is the music. Now, as soon as it comes on, I'll click back on. It's pure love. Here it comes.
Tell me what heaven looks like to you. Your life is your riddle, each day a page fresh and new. Will you draw me a tender scene? Feel what you mean. Will you paint me a lullaby? Will you dream me your dream? What does heaven feel like to you? How would you picture heaven if it were up to you? Draw me a picture, paint me a scene, write me a lullaby, dream me your deepest dream. If your picture of heaven can deepen my mind, seeing love through your eyes helps you see love through mine. Paint a picture together that will sweeten our lives. Color sweet dreams forever. Color your dreams and lives. My share of heaven looks like to be. It's not far away nor long ago. Feels like you, feels like me. I've come to know it's not beyond or above, but a place deep inside my heart. It's filled with your love. Heaven is forgiving, heaven is your love, not so far away, not beyond or above. Heaven's inside of me, heaven's inside of you. It's a place where we can feel your love sweet and true. If I picture heaven deep in your mind, see love through your eyes, helps you see love in mine. Let's paint a picture forever. Let's change our lives. Color sweet dreams together. Color your dreams and mine. Your love lasts forever. When we see love, I too,
Now, you should see how nice that can be if you're doing 8 or 9 songs, or some of these CDs have 12 songs, just depends on where you're at and what you're doing. But, and again, it would depend on, if you want a half-hour session, you just go over a few songs. If you want 45 minutes to an hour or an hour and a half, then we can do a lot more. And sometimes, as a rule, there's quiet, not talking, but sometimes I might be led to say something. But it would be like a sentence or something. It's not a conversation because we're sort of being nurtured and meditating about love, God's love. On this one, it would be love. Um, you know, there were some other words in here like forgiveness and blessings and all of that, and there might be something besides love that would touch you. It would be something that almost, well, in fact, every single time that I've done a session for somebody, they've said, that's exactly what I needed for today. Well, that's really appropriate, something like that, because it's just meant just for you because you're special. That's all for today.